Hey everyone, what if I told you there's a voice inside you that can guide you towards better relationship decisions and that it's far more powerful than you think? Your tuition, your gut feeling can be the key to unlocking healthier, more fulfilling relationships. But what happens when we don't trust it? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about today. How to strengthen your intuition and use it to make better decisions when it comes to love. Stick with me because I have a shocking statistic coming your way and a bonus tip you'll definitely want to hear. Intuition is often that quiet voice that tells you something's not right or this feels too good to be true. Have you ever felt that, by the way? It's a superpower we all have, but many of us ignore it, second guess it, or just don't know how to listen. Did you know that nearly 70% of people in relationships report feeling a gut instinct about whether their partner is trustworthy or not? And here's the kicker: less than 20% of people actually trust those feelings. I found that astounding, by the way. Let me tell you a quick story. A woman named Sarah had been dating someone for 6 months. Everything seemed perfect. He was charming, kind, and attentive. But deep down, Sarah had this nagging feeling that something wasn't right. She couldn't put her finger on it, so she ignored it, brushed it off. It wasn't until a year later, after a series of troubling red flags she'd missed earlier, that Sarah found out her boyfriend had been dishonest about major aspects of his life. What if she had trusted her gut from the beginning? How different would things have turned out? The truth is, your intuition is trying to protect you. It knows things your conscious mind doesn't yet see. Intuition is more than just a feeling. It's the brain's ability to process information quickly based on past experiences and emotions without us even realizing it. Think of it as your body's alarm system. It's like when you walk into a room and immediately sense whether the energy feels positive or negative. That's intuition working. It helps you make quick decisions when you don't have all the facts, especially in relationships. And guess what? Studies show that people who trust their intuition make better decisions in relationships, both personally and professionally. It's a skill that can be developed, not just a random gut feeling. So, how do we develop this muscle? It's all about tuning into our bodies and emotions. You can start by practicing mindfulness. Research shows that people who meditate regularly are better at listening to their inner voice because they've trained their minds to clear the noise and focus on the present moment. So try this. Take 5 minutes each day to sit quietly. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Let your mind settle. You'll be amazed at how much clearer your intuition becomes when you give it space. Here's the hard truth: ignoring your intuition often leads to regret. Did you know that according to a study by the University of California, people who ignore their gut feelings have a 40% higher likelihood of staying in unhealthy relationships longer than they should? Why? Because they doubt themselves, second guess their instincts, and ultimately make choices that don't align with their true desires. In contrast, those who trust their intuition tend to end up in relationships that are more aligned with their values, goals, and overall well-being. So, how do you actually strengthen your intuition? I've got 3 tips for you today, each one backed by science and practical wisdom. Tip number 1: get quiet. Intuition doesn't speak over loud noise, it whispers. That means the more you quiet your mind, whether through meditation, journaling, or just taking a walk, the easier it becomes to hear that voice. One study found that people who practice mindfulness and meditation were 60% more likely to make decisions that aligned with their gut feelings. Tip number 2: pay attention to your body. Your body doesn't lie. The next time you're faced with a relationship decision, notice how your body feels. Does your stomach churn? Are your shoulders tight? That's your intuition giving you feedback. Research shows that your body often picks up on cues your mind misses. So listen to those physical reactions. Tip number 3: reflect on past decisions. Look back at your past relationships. What decisions did you regret not listening to your gut? The more you reflect on these experiences, the more you learn how to trust your inner voice. In fact, Studies have found that people who review their decision-making process regularly feel 55% more confident in trusting their intuition in the future. Before we wrap up, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm here every week with relationship tips and advice to help you build stronger, more fulfilling connections. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. And now for your bonus tip. Slow down. In our fast-paced world, we often rush decisions. But when it comes to relationships, taking your time is a powerful way to strengthen your intuition. When you slow down, you create the mental space needed to hear your gut clearly. Trust me, intuition works best when you're not rushing. To wrap it up, trusting your intuition is a journey. It takes practice, reflection, and patience, but it's worth it. The more you listen to your inner voice, the better your decisions will be, leading you to a healthier, more aligned relationship. Remember, your intuition is your ally, not your enemy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Marica in the World for more tips on making relationship decisions with confidence. I'd love to hear how you trust your intuition. Drop a comment below and share your experience. Please watch this next video on how to find out your family's love language. It's a must-see. It'll help you communicate with each member of your family way more effectively. See you in the next video.